Hello, so today we're going to be looking at expanding double brackets. So the objective here is to expand two brackets. So for example, we could have x plus 1 times x plus 4. When we're expanding double brackets, we're multiplying everything in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. Here's an example. So we have x plus 3 times x plus 2. Now there's two methods of doing this. The first method I'm going to show you is called the FOIL method. So FOIL is an acronym and it stands for first, outer, inner, last. Okay, so what that actually means is you first have to multiply the first terms in each of the brackets by each other. So you're going to do x times x, which is x squared. Then you're going to do the outer terms, so these terms. So you're going to do x times 2, which is 2x. Then you're going to do the inner terms. So the inner terms are these two terms, so 3 times x, which is 3x. And then the last term, you're going to do 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So you have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. However, we must simplify. So we have like terms in the middle, so 2x plus 3x. So the answer to this question is going to be x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, and that is the final answer. So this second example is x minus 4 times x plus 1. So I'm going to use the FOIL method again for this question. So firstly, we're going to do the first terms. So F stands for first, so x times x, which is x squared. Then I'm going to do the outer terms, so x times 1. So 1 times x is just, I'm going to put 1x, or you could put x. I stands for inner, so it's the inner term, so minus 4 times x, which is minus 4x. And L stands for last, so we're going to do the last terms, so minus 4 times 1, which is minus 4. So I've expanded, now we need to just simplify. So we have these two like terms in the middle, so x take away 4x, so 1x minus 4x is going to be minus 3x. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 4. And that is the answer to that question. So I'm just going to go back to question 1 quickly. So if you don't like the FOIL method, that's absolutely fine. There is a second method you can use if you don't like the FOIL method. So instead of doing the FOIL method, what we can draw is a table. And we can put x plus 3 on the top, and we can put x plus 2 along the sides. So this table, we are multiplying everything. So I'm going to put times for multiplying. We're multiplying the same terms by each other, but it's just laid out slightly differently. So x times x, that is x squared. And then x times plus 3, that is 3x. X times plus 2, that is 2x. And then plus 2 times plus 3, that is 6. And then we write them all out, so we have x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. So simplifying that, so 3x plus 2x is 5x, so we end up with x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is exactly as what we had before. Again, I'm going to show you example 2 using that box method. So again, I'm just going to draw out a box. So I'm multiplying, so I'm going to put times in the top corner. This time we're doing x minus 4 times x plus 1. So x times x, that is x squared. X times minus 4, that's minus 4x. X times 1, that's 1x. And 1 times minus 4 is minus 4. So putting it all together, we have x squared minus 4x plus 1x minus 4. And simplifying that, we end up with x squared minus 3x minus 4, which is exactly what we had before. So example 3, I'm going to use the FOIL method for this one. So if we do F, so F stands for first, so 2x times x, that is 2x squared. And then O stands for outer, so 2x times 3, which is 6x. And then I stands for inner, so 5 times x is 5x. And then L stands for last, so 5 times 3, which is 15. So simplifying that, we're going to do 6x plus 5x, so we end up with 2x squared plus 11x plus 15, and that is our answer. Example 4, I'm actually going to use the table for this method, or for this question, sorry. So we're timesing, so we're doing 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. So 2x times 2x, that gives you 4x squared. 2x times 1, so 2x times 1 is 2x. Minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x, and 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. So simplifying this, we get 4x squared plus 2x minus 2x minus 1. So plus 2x minus 2x, that just cancels out to 0. So 2 take away 2 is 0. So 2x minus 2x is also 0. So we end up with 4x squared minus 1 as our final answer. This example here, so we're doing x plus 9 squared. So when we're squaring, it means to multiply something by itself. So when we have x plus 9 all squared, we've actually got x plus 9 times x plus 9. So I'm going to use the FOIL method. So F stands for first. So x times x, which is x squared. Outer, so 9 times x is 9x. Inner, so 9 times x again is 9x, and then last, so 9 times 9 is 81. So simplifying this, we get x squared plus 18x plus 81, and that is our answer. So here's an exam style question on this topic. So we could just get asked to expand and simplify 3x minus 2 times x plus 4. So this could come up on a higher or a foundation tier question. So they're quite easy marks to get if you know the method. So I'm going to use the FOIL method. In general, I would say it's better to use the FOIL method because the more practice you do, you might not need to keep doing these arrows. So it's a bit quicker and it's a bit easier to do the FOIL method. But if you really struggle with the FOIL method, it's absolutely fine to do the table. So if you want to do the table and you're struggling with the FOIL method, by all means use that instead. So I am just going to do, so 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 4 is 12x. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x, and minus 2 times plus 4 is minus 8. So I've expanded, so now I need to simplify for the second mark. So if I simplify this, I end up with 3x squared plus 10x minus 8, and that is the final answer for 2 marks. So here's some quick-fire practice questions on this topic. So pause the video if you want to have a look at these or have a go at these, and I will show the answers in a couple of moments. Okay, so here are the answers to these questions. So well done if you managed to get all of those correct. If you didn't, maybe have a look back to see where you went wrong. But if you found that rather straightforward, then well done. So that's the end of this video. Next time we're going to be looking at expanding triple brackets, which is a higher tier only topic. So if you're doing foundation GCSE Maths, then don't worry about watching that one. We'll move on to factorising soon.